What you'll need is a bottle, some Epsom salt, rose petals, ribbon, a funnel, essential oil, scissors, and a hole puncher. So you're going to start off by first deciding which bottle you prefer to use. I decided to use the bigger one just because I thought that the finished look will look better in this size bottle, but you can also use just whatever size you have around the house. You want to start off by adding some Epsom salt. You can pour it in directly or you can use a funnel. I try to make this as little of a mess as possible, so I did use the funnel. At times I did pour it in there from the funnel, but for the most part I use the funnel. And you're going to keep pouring until you reach the amount that you're satisfied with. Make sure you leave room for the rose petals, so you don't want to fill it all the way to the top. So I'm checking to make sure I like the amount that I have in there. Looks like snow, and I'm satisfied with that. So now I am going to add my oil. Here I'm deciding which oil I like. I feel like the vanilla smelled better with the rose petals, so I decided to add the vanilla. All these extra materials that I'm showing you are optional. Like I said, you can use spoons. Well, I didn't say use spoons, but you can use spoons or whatever you have around the house. I decided to use this to make 8 drops inside the bottle. And after the 8 drops, I'm going to use the same dropper and stir it around. Now, if it's not strong enough, you can add more. If it's too strong, or if you smell it beforehand and it's too strong, you may want to add less and just keep adding more along the way so it's not overpowering. Now I am going to add my rose petals. And these rose petals really do smell like roses. That's the one thing I like. Like, it's not a generic smell. They smell straight like roses. So this is what one looks like. I'm gonna pull it out and show you. It's like dried up rose petals. And you're just gonna drop them inside the bottle, the container. Now this one you can put as much as you want as well, but remember you have to put the lid back on. So you don't want to fill it to the rim, but just enough that it fills the rest of the space in that container or bottle. And some pieces are actually bigger than others, so you can use all big rose petals or smaller ones, or mix it. I didn't really care the size. It didn't matter to me, so I just pulled whatever out and stuck it inside. That's how it looks with the rose petals on top. And then you're just gonna stick the lid on. Like so. And this is how it looks. So to make it more prettified, especially depending on who you're giving it to, you can add ribbon. So this ribbon is more of a paper kind of ribbon, and I'm going to use my hole puncher, and you're going to make holes down the ends of the ribbon like so. Only the ends of the ribbon. Then I'm going to cut the same size from the cloth-like ribbon in red. Now you don't have to use 2 colors. I used it because I thought they were pretty. I didn't really just want to use red by itself. I thought it was kind of plain, so I decided to add a little bit of the purple. Well, it's like a purpley blue color, and because the rose petals aren't just red, so I thought it added a little bit extra. And this is what it looks like after you tie the ribbon. Looks like snow in a bottle with roses. Very, very pretty. So now I'm going to do the labels. These are actually labels that say handmade, but I liked the color of the labels, but I didn't like the front and they were too big. So I decided to use my scissors, my squiggly scissors that cut a pattern. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a pattern with these scissors. And I'm going to just cut a square but I'm gonna turn it at an angle so that it's like a diamond. So here I finished cutting and I turned it sideways so it's like a diamond. And I'm gonna get my pen out and I'm basically just gonna write Merry Christmas. I couldn't think of what else to write, but I feel like that sums it up. If you have a special message or depending on who it's going to, you wanna write something else, you can always write something else, make it more personal. So I finished writing and I'm gonna grab some of my Scotch tape. And stick that to the back so I can stick that on my bottle, my container actually, as well. And this is what it looks like when it's done.